Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic and phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here at Aevo. I actually got some requests for this one. I could totally see why folks are curious about it. It does look like we've broken this descending trend line. Again, this is just an hourly trend line running concurrent with the 50-day, a simple moving average on the 4-hour. So what I mean by that here is that we're going to kind of take a deep dive here and kind of see where we're at. If this coin might be worth taking a trade with, or just generally where we're at. And if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, again, CryptoCache.tech is a site linked down below. I do have a trading academy, community, and signals group. Just to ask really quick, you go ahead and do me a favor, hit the like button before we continue. I'd be happy to grow the channel concurrent with you as a follower. Appreciate you very much. Quick little congrats to our community too. I want to say thank you so much for my awesome feedback. Cardano 60%, Caspa 30%, ICP 70%, BSV 40, and AVAX 44%. It's been a really good time frame there, and I'm curious if this is going to be a coin worth sending a signal for my community with. Okay, so let's go ahead and double check that. So this descending trend line, again, running concurrent with the 50-day SMA on the 4-hour time frame. We can see it running down here, establishing lower lows, lower highs. Within the last 12 hours, we saw it break above, or more so 24. Okay, let's look at liquidation, and just to clarify, there's a lot of liquidation on both sides, but a lot more above the price action right there at that $1 mark. Sorry, yeah, is that $1? Yes, that would be $1 mark. So between 93 and $1 is a rough estimate of liquidation. We can look at the monthly. Probably tells us a very similar situation here. And pretty much the same. Okay, both sides have equal amount of liquidation, but you got to recognize, folks, whales are, I don't know if demonic is the right word, just very facetious. They love to sweep levels of liquidity before they yank the price back. So the solid chance we're going to see that $1 mark just swept, and then the price action will pull back after that, or just in general, that seems like a very likely target here with that much liquidation. You do got to recognize, though, a lot of liquidation in a specific area is there because people feel confident that it's a resistance level and is not likely to pass that range. Okay, so there's that too. It's kind of a double-edged sword, if you will. So I'm just going to draw out some quick fibs here on the hourly and go to the daily, and we'll kind of work our way down and see where we're at. So again, when we take a look at Fibonacci retracement levels, we always want to look at kind of where they're going to be going next. Now, we can reverse these here in a minute to kind of see the next levels, but generally, this 0.236 fib level would be a sensible retracement area to consider along at that level for the price to leg up again. Now, again, it's not a guarantee, of course, here, but we are looking at a pretty decent start to an Elliott wave pattern here, where we can kind of see the price action working its way. Okay, so there's a lot of different schools of thought as to how much further it could go. This is a very crude illustration, not exact at all of where this could go here, but generally speaking, we're in a situation where the price action is more likely to continue higher up than continue lower. Okay, so basically what we're looking at here is we're probably only in wave number 3 out of 5, and there's probably a lot more room for growth. So let's discuss where we're at first. Okay, let's get a baseline, because again, this time frame with this little amount of data, I mean, you can see this coin has been only traded on Binance since March 13th. We can see that's been significantly devalued, right? Tons of selling pressure. We're starting to see a ton of volume, though, coming in. Now, a lot of that's because it's a good value, good price point, but also more interest involved, too. I've seen some speculation as to why this coin is the way it is. There's some fundamental catalysts, too, but we also want to recognize that we're below all moving averages for the moment, so we're not like truly bullish, okay? We can't get it in our head that just because we cross a nice little threshold doesn't mean that we just go long and hard forever. However, we've been held down for so long here that when money flow index starts pulling back up, we're adding more money to this coin. RSI is coming up, breaking through that barrier of 30. That's the inverse of when price comes down and hits that 70 mark, right? It still has a bearish type of momentum, but it's still shifting gears. Okay, so again, don't misinterpret this as a positive sign, but it's absolutely not a negative. This, actually, however, is a positive. We see a MACD convergence here looking pretty strong. Last one fizzled out, of course, but we are not establishing lower lows and lower highs anymore. That's the important thing you got to recognize. So let's focus more so on the smaller time frames to kind of see these shifts in momentum. So they're a lot easier to identify on smaller time frames. Easy way to understand it here is that the macro is decent. It's not phenomenal, but it's decent. 4-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and double check here. So first of all, we're above the 20-day SMA and the 50. So you can see the 50-day SMA running fairly concurrent with this descending trend. That's check number 1. That's a good sign to see that happen. Check number 2 in most cases on the 4-hour time frame is looking for an RSI remaining above 50 and generally not overextended past 70, which we're there right now. Money flow index is high, stochastic swinging up, and the MACD is converging here, yet still, for the last roughly 2 or 3 trading days. So those are all very positive contributing factors, okay? Furthermore, if we do take a look at the hourly, there's a solid chance we're going to be able to see each mobile cloud where the price action is above it, and the lagging span's free and clear, and the conversion line and the baseline are effectively separate from each other. These are all very positive contributing factors. Okay, now this is all well and good. This is perfect here. Honestly, great hourly time frame. But if we clear up the charts here and let's start drawing some trend lines, we're going to see some pretty good proof in the pudding here. What I mean by that is when the price action pulls back like it has so far, the first step is to identify that it's established, higher highs and higher lows, which we can see here. The primary thing we're looking for is that it's broken this descending trend. Okay? We're also ensuring that it's broken its most recent range-bound activity, which we can see here. Okay? Quite obvious the price action has held between this level at about 76.5 upwards of 88.1. Okay? Now, all that having been said, there's 3 steps to trend reversal, or basically 3 things that happen in a trend reversal. First thing that occurs is the price, establishes lower highs and lower lows, and inevitably breaks that trend, which we see here. Okay? Step number 2 is the price action becomes range bound, which we've seen has already been identified, and the price action has since broken that range. The third thing that occurs is the price action comes back to retest bullishly that trend line that held it in place, which we already saw occurred here roughly 6-7 hours ago. So it really just implies that the price action, while it is due to potentially pull back here because it is overextended, because if you look at TD sequential, we hit a 9. We're more likely to see the price pull back if it were to. It'd come back, pivot off of 91.1, or potentially even that secondary target there at 88.2. Strong probability is one of those two bounces will exist here soon, okay? If it even pulls back to that level. So again, most things are exuding strength in numbers here. And we can kind of see, obviously, this tremendous amount of volume. Until that fizzles out, we're going to see the price continue further up, okay? So again, a lot of reasons why the price action is looking very strong, very good. Is it going to pull back? Probably, yeah. But again, do you wait for that pullback, or do you get in here before it continues further up? My personal opinion is to wait for 91.1 or 92, somewhere in that 91 to 92 range. Or possibly even wait a little further, which may never happen, is a bounce off that 88.5, which has already kind of occurred. Okay, those are things I like to look for. So generally speaking, at this point, Aevo, if that's how you pronounce it, is absolutely bullish, definitely looking very good, and there's no reason to consider shorting this coin. If you do, though, I would just recommend low leverage, low position sizing. Make sure you're not overdoing it, because honestly, folks, a lot of people come over to my trading academy or my community, however you see fit, and they do that because they're getting destroyed by the market. And they're always using high leverage. That's like the common denominator. So if you look at these profits that I shared with you already so far, every one of these is 5, possibly 6x leverage tops. I only 10x leverage Bitcoin, okay? You should not be going anything more than that. The crazy thing is, leverage should be increasing as you begin to get more skill sets. Most people are brand new to trading, and they see other Tom, Dick, and Harrys online taking 50 to 100x leverage trades. And these people are posting their results online. It's completely ridiculous. Anyways, just some things that frustrate me, mainly because I hate to see people get destroyed. But I love to see people win, and again, congratulations if you're part of my community. You're doing some winning lately. It's awesome. All right, folks, thanks again so much for watching. Do yourself a favor, go ahead and trade BitUnix. Phenomenal exchange, folks. This is the best exchange we've ever used. $5,500 in benefit rewards. Use my link to register down below. Okay. No KYC or VPN required for my US and Canadian people. Other countries too, of course, but generally speaking, the majority of my members are from there. So either way, thanks again so much for watching. We'll look forward to getting to know you better. Comment below, like the video. We'll see the next one. Don't forget to join us on social media. Telegram, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, the whole 9 yards is all available down there. Okay. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.